Welcome to Insights from Gyan, a channel where we simplify complex topics in business, technology, and digital transformation into clear, practical insights you can actually use. Artificial intelligence is a no longer a future concept. It is already shaping how work gets done across every industry. At most, conversation around AI jump straight into tools, hype, and buzzwords without explaining the foundation. In this session, I will clearly explain what large language models or LLMs actually are, how they work, what problems they solve, and where business leaders must be careful. This explanation is non technical, practical, and grounded in real business thinking. Let's begin with the big picture. Large language models are not just another software upgrade. They represent a fundamental shift in how machines interact with human knowledge. Until now, humans had to adapt to machines by clicking buttons, filling forms, and following rigid workflows. With LLMs, machines adapt to humans. We interact using natural language just like we do with people. Today, we shall unpack what this really means clearly, calmly, and without technical complexity. To understand why LLM matters, we must first understand the problem they were created to solve. Computers are excellent at numbers, rules, and structured data, tables, forms, databases. But human language is very different. It's messy. It depends on context. It often leaves things unsaid. Consider a simple sentence. This machine is down. A human immediately asks, which machine? Is it urgent? Is this a complaint, a status update, or a request for help? Traditional software cannot reliably interpret this intent. This gap between how humans speak and how machines understand is the core problem LLM were designed to address. For decades, software worked on rigid logic. Developers wrote explicit rules. If this happens, do that. This approach works only in predictable environments, and the real business environments are never predictable. The moment language varies or information is incomplete, rule based systems break. LLMs introduce a fundamental shift. Instead of hard coding rules, they learn from examples. Instead of focusing on syntax, they focus on intent and context. Instead of retrieving fixed templates, they generate responses dynamically. This is not automation 2.0. This is a paradigm shift from rule based systems to language first system. One of the biggest misconception is that LLMs are databases of facts. They are not. LLMs do not store documents like rows and columns. What they learn are relationships between ideas. For example, causes often lead to effects. Problem usually require solution. Questions are followed by explanations. Assumptions lead to conclusion. By learning these relationships, LLMs can reason, summarize, and explain, even when information is incomplete. Think of an LLM not as a filling cabinet, but as a pattern recognition engine for language. How LLM think? Conceptually, LLM behavior can be understood in three stages. First, understanding the intent. The model interprets what you are asking, why you are asking, and who the audience is. Second is the context building. It connects your request to prior conversation, industry language, and proven explanation patterns. Third, response generation. The model creates a fresh answer, word by word, optimized for clarity and coherence. This is extremely important. The response is not retrieved, it is generated. Every answer is new, based on probabilities and patterns, not stored text. Many people ask, why does an LLM sound so human? The answer is simple. It learned from humans. It has seen how teachers explain, how consultants structure arguments, how executives summarize decisions. As a result, it replicates logic flow, emphasis, examples, and summaries. But here is the boundary. Sounding human doesn't mean thinking like a human. LLMs have no awareness, no judgment, no experience. Fluency is not intelligence. To understand. Training on LLM means exposing it to massive volume of text over time. Books, reports, manuals, public knowledge sources. The model breaks text into places, observes how ideas co-occur, and compresses relationship. It does not remember documents. Instead, it learns how language works at scale. This is why LLMs can generalize, explaining topics they have never seen word for word before. Think of it like learning language by reading millions of books, not memorizing pages, but understanding patterns. Why mistakes happen? This slide is critical for business leaders. LLMs are language optimizers, not truth engines. Their goal is to produce helpful, coherent language. As a result, they may assume missing information, they may overgeneralize, they may sound confident even when uncertain. This is not deception, it is how language prediction works. That is why LLM must always operate with guardrails. The correct operating principle is simple. Assist first, then verify. Humans remain responsible for validation, approval, and accountability. LLMs are exceptionally powerful for knowledge work. They help people write faster, read smarter, explain complex ideas clearly. They turn data into narratives. They translate technical language into business impact. They enable self-service, reducing dependency on experts and speeding up daily work. When used correctly, LLMs do not replace professionals. They remove friction from thinking and communication. So let's talk about what LLMs are not good at. Equally important is understanding where LLMs should not be used. They should not make unvalidated real-time decisions. They should not operate in safety critical or regulated workflows without oversight. They do not understand physical reality or consequences in manufacturing, healthcare, or finance. LLMs support decisions. They do not own them. They do not take decision. Decision taking is with humans. Why now? So, why did LLM suddenly become practical? Three forces converged. Computing power became affordable, text data became abundant, model architectures improved dramatically. Together, these factors made enterprise grade language intelligence possible. Language became programmable, knowledge work became scalable, expertise became more accessible. Now, let's clear out the boundary between LLMs and humans. Humans bring judgment, ethics, accountability, and experience. LLM brings speed, scale, and pattern recognition. The winning strategy is not replacement, it is partnership. Pair human judgment with machine scale. Now, executive summary for the session is that a large language model is an AI system trained on vast amount of text to understand and generate human-like language. It helps organizations read faster, write better, explain complex topics simply, and scale knowledgeable knowledge across teams. LLMs do not think or decide. They assist humans by turning language into a powerful productivity and insight engine. As a next step, the smartest way forward is disciplined experimentation. Start with two or three focused use cases. Define clear ROI. Apply governance early in the in your step in your process. Measure impact. Then scale responsibly. This is how organization turn LLM from curiosity into a capability. Thank you for your time. The future of work is not about replacing people with AI. It's all about amplifying human capability, using the right tools in the right way with the right judgment.